welcome to the Twiggly Tangent. Oh, I've missed it. With me, Nikki Soultree. And we're going to be doing chakras. But it's going to be a two-parter, with the first one today being about Earth's chakras. Chakras of the world. So settle in. Maybe you've got a nice cup of tea or something like that. And let's explore Earth's energy centers, shall we? Just to let you know, this gorgeousness of music is Chakra'S Seba, S-E-B-A. So I just wanted to let you know, for any rights as well, but it's just so beautiful. So everyone should follow this woman. It's delectable. So just want to check in with you. How are you all doing? It's been a while, I know. Forgive me. Life has played a part, obs. As with you probably as well. Everyone's going through absolute shit and craziness. But right now, things are just accelerating at the rate of fucking knots. And with a lot of deaths personally that I've had, all sorts of things, and dealing with stuff, healing as well, especially lots of healing. It's been a bit of a gap since I've done this, so my huge apologies, but I'm back and I'm feeling groovy. And I will tell you later on a bit of a, or maybe on the next one, I did have quite a spiritual mega experience last night in my garden. And it gave me a boost of life because I don't know about you, but things have been a bit kooky. So I've been a bit stuck. Well, you feel stuck. You're not really stuck, but your mind's saying you're stuck. There wasn't much clarity going on. You know, you have the urges to do things, but just no oomph to do them. So I'm so pleased that I just feel a lot better today, and I hope you are starting to feel better too. If you're not, bless you, honestly, hang in there, it'll get better. This clearing, this new earth that we're doing, the darkness is coming up, the huge energy of light that's flooding into our bodies, those who are sensitive to energies anyway. It's been a lot. It can wipe you out in an instant, where you're doing your work and you're nearly falling asleep on your feet. That I've had. But anyway, what we'll be doing today is talking about Earth's chakras. Did you know Earth had chakras? Just like ourselves, we've got chakras, which are energy points running through the body. Earth has its own energy reservoirs in the world as well. And these places are said to have unique pulls that draw people to them for reasons they can't explain. Two of which in here, one I've been to, but two of which in here as well listed, I have got a major draw to go to. So that's really interesting. I just want to say as well in advance that due to maybe possible menopause action and my brain, there will be noise of me turning a piece of paper because I have taken some notes, and I'm not afraid to say so. So yes, if you hear some paper, don't worry about it. It's just me flicking over the notes so I can see what I've written, and so I don't ramble off, because that's this is all about tangent, so it might happen a little bit, but not too much, hopefully. So with further ado, we are going to go to the root chakra of the earth. So the root chakra of the earth is actually situated in a place I've been drawn to for so long. It's called Mount Shasta, S-H-A-S-T-A, which is situated in California. So it's a completely magical place. As we know, our root chakra will bring grounding, stability, trust within ourselves, feeling stable, feeling rooted, if you like, feeling secure. And Mount Shasta is such a unusual place because this formation, this mountain, is just out of the ground and stands alone. And it's so weird. There's no other mountain ranges all around it. Just this wonderful, massive huge mountain. So it's a sacred site associated with grounding and stability, connecting to the earth. And Native Americans, they hold the site as very, very sacred and believe it to be the center of the universe and home of the Creator. Now, there's a couple of different chakras which will say that there's certain creators have come from them. So why not, man? Let's just stay open. Do you know what I mean? All these places are pretty magical. So there's a legend associated with Mount Shasta called, well, the Lemurians. Sorry, get my teeth in properly. Lemurians. Lemurians. I learnt about Lemurians a very, very long time ago. I actually have a Lemurian crystal, but I'll come back to that in a minute. But I just want to say as well about the mysterious action around Mount Shasta, which is very groovy. You can look this up yourselves. Mount Shasta has a big, long history of disappearances, for example. There's a lot of energy vortices there, portals. Even there's accounts from actual rangers who have gone up with a fellow ranger. This is an actual famous case. And he looked around and his fellow ranger just disappeared and has not been seen again. I mean, how weird is that? My thought is, can you imagine? Go try and imagine this. Are you walking through, just through some woods, it's daylight, the sun's shining through, your pal's over there, man. And do you go through a portal? Can you see the other person through like some sort of invisible force, I wonder? Are you still in the same place and time, but just like in a different parallel dimension? Oh my God, my brain goes wild. What do you think about that? I tell you, any comments at all or any conversation you ever want to start, please do start it at the bottom on the Spotify, because I can see all comments and things like that, and I'd love to interact and see what you think as well. But yes, so lots of things like that, lots of people disappearing, lots of energy centers there. People can feel really strong, powerful energy there as well, in good ways also. But like I say, and aliens as well, or UFOs, many sightings from time ago listed, being seen flying in to the top of Mount Shasta and dropping down. Holy shit, guy. Honestly, so cool. And if you look as well, you see a picture of Mount Shasta many times. And I looked this up because I always wondered what the disc-shaped clouds, which sit on top of each other, going like from the top of Mount Shasta up into the sky. It's called lenticular cloud formation. Oh, yes. Hello. And fascinating. It's like discs literally sitting on top of each other. Very unusual cloud formations you find there. But I've seen pictures, many videos, and even obviously the Native Americans themselves who guard and protect this land. I've seen many of them in interviews, the ones who will speak, saying they have seen craft for time, and their ancestors have said it and they've seen it and kept the traditions, because obviously, they hand things down by word of mouth many times in these cultures, wonderful indigenous cultures. So yes, that's the groovy, mysterious part. But legend has it, here we go. Lemurians, I read this many years ago. There was a continent called Lemuria, the same time as Atlantis, because we know these places existed. They're not fables anymore. This is time. This is just time before. So Lemurians were about 7 to 9 foot tall, reputedly, a race of wonderful, gentle beings, healers, all healers. But somehow, I need to look into the story more. I can't remember. I have read it before, but I can't remember right now as I'm speaking to you. The ego set in with some of them. So there was a great battle between the ones who had ego and were like using power for all the wrong reasons, and obviously the healers who ended up having to leave their continent and set up a new place inside Mount Shasta called Telos, Telos. Now, I've done many meditations on Telos. It's a beautiful temple. And in there is Saint Germain, and his wife Portia, who are twin flames. But Saint Germain is the holder of the violet flame. Now, many of you might have heard of the violet flame. Again, I've done quite a few violet flame meditations, which are beautiful, cleansing, especially if you've got amethyst all around you. Beautiful violet flame, very, very strong. And there's a lot of violet energy there, apparently. This is what the Lemurians believed as well. And Lemurians as well had a lot of ESP, telekinesis, all these telepathic things that we have been conditioned to not have. Obviously, not recently. This, you're talking millennia, that our human race as us have been crushed down. So we have all got this inside of us as well. But anyway, I digress again. So Lemurians, the story goes, the Lemurian crystals, they put their secrets and their teachings inside the Lemurian crystals and buried them in the ground. So if you have got a Lemurian crystal, it is said that if you continuously meditate with it, the secrets will reveal themselves to you. Oh, magical, magical. So this Mount Shasta is definitely worth a visit, guys. Definitely worth a visit. What if there were ancient civilizations? Imagine if there were civilizations inside there. There's many people think that there are civilizations living as we speak in the core of the earth. And why not? Look at all the unexplored area of the Antarctic. I'm telling you, the shit goes on there, man. There's stuff going on. And why not? Why should it be so fantastical? This planet is fucking fantastic. Magic, man. I've seen some magic shit. Honest to God. I'm a believer. Cool. So that is a wonderful, wonderful Mount Shasta, representing our root chakra. And because the Mount Shasta, according to the Native Americans, is such a solid structure and is so revered and so secure within itself, it gives off the most grounding energy. So to go there, I think, would be, well, never mind just super grounding, but a real deep spiritual experience. And you can go there. There's a lot of walks and talks and all those type of things. But to get a guide, to know somebody who really knows the area, that would be super cool to give some more information. But yes, the root chakra of planet Earth is in Mount Shasta. And as we know, we've got corresponding planets also for our chakras. So the corresponding planet for the root chakra is Mars. Woo. So next we come to the sacral chakra, Svatisthana, that's the Sanskrit word for that. And the earth chakra for the sacral chakra is Lake Titicaca. Check it. Now, Lake Titicaca is situated on the border of Peru and Bolivia, and is often referred to as the sacral chakra of the world. It is the biggest lake in South America by volume. And if you look at pictures, it is so kooky because it's called the highest navigable lake in the world. And when I looked that up, what it means is it's allowing many a boat to pass through its waters with minimal resistance. And this lake, guys, honest to God, sits... Hang on, I wrote it down. 12,507 feet above sea level. I mean, what the fuck, man? So if you look on the images and pictures, you can see that there's a huge mountain, but with the image you'll see of water rising up into the mountain at the top, and right at the top sits this beautiful, huge body of water, Lake Titicaca. I mean, absolutely unbelievable, unreal. And it's believed to be the centre of creative energy, emotions and sensuality, which mirrors the human chakra of the sacral chakra. So it's located in the Andes Mountains, surrounded by gorgeous scenery. And trust me, I have been on booking.com. Other things are available, I'm sure. But I've been on booking.com. And not only does it look freaking stunning, and you can hire places like your own whole place itself right on the edge of the lake. And the roof is clear, so you can watch the stars, and it is so cheap to stay there. Flights are expensive, obviously, but wicked cheap to stay there, so I definitely feel I could fancy going there. But anyway, back to this now. So our chakra governs creativity and sexual drive and menstrual cycle for women, obviously, and motivation as well. But Lake Titicaca is associated also with the intersection, it says here, of masculine and feminine energies represented by two ley lines, which are called the dragons and the rainbow serpent ley lines. Now, those are new to me. I love learning, obviously. Learn something every day. So with the lake being seen as a source of light and life, its connections to ancient Incan and pre-Incan civilizations, we may believe that being near the Lake Titicaca can enhance your own spirituality and your own bodily energy, creating emotional balance within inside yourself. So all these places are super healing, but water is healing, and water is the element associated with the sacral chakra as well. So I mean, obviously it's just all absolutely connected. I'll just say in advance here, there's a couple of things I'm going to try and pronounce, and I apologise in advance for my wrong pronunciation, which is probably going to be wrong. But I just want to say the lake is central to Incan mythology, and it says here, as a place where the creator god Viracocha emerged from the water. Hope I pronounced it right. Apologies if I didn't. And there's an island in the middle as well, which was home to the Incas, and it's called Isla del Sol, Island of the Sun. I know that one. So Inca belief systems were integrated with their view of the cosmos, especially the way that they observed the Milky Way in the solar system. I mean, how we have lost touch with things. We're getting back to it, but the people, the civilizations before us, these people are so in touch. I mean, Aborigines, I suppose, is one of the last living major indigenous people who pass all of their info down through generations, word of mouth. You know, I know there's carvings and things, but their secrets, their traditions and that are passed to each other, word of mouth. Absolutely amazeballs. So in this mythology as well, this Lake Titicaca is revered as the birthplace of the sun. And according to the legend, the sun god himself emerged from the depths, creating the sun, the stars, and the earliest creatures, making it a sacred site for the indigenous people of the region. How gorgeous is that? Feel like going for a swim in her right now. So the corresponding planet for this beautiful sacral chakra is Venus. Of course it is. The beautiful planet of love, the goddess that she is, that gentle, nurturing, feminine flow, the flow of water, the feminine. And this for us is the true energy center, our sacral chakra. But of course, I'll cover that in episode 2 of this bit. So excellent. Let's move on. Cool. So the third one, the solar plexus chakra. This is situated in Uluru and Katajuta in Australia, Northern Australia to be precise. So this beautiful area is considered a sacred site by the Aboriginal people, and it's believed to be the centre of earthly vitality and power. How awesome is that? Uluru and Katajuta, they are massive rock formations, and they just appear from nowhere, just in the middle of the Australian desert. And it's considered to be the heart of Earth's solar plexus chakra. And this is the source of vitality and life force for the planet and all living beings. How freaking awesome is that? So it became solar plexus chakra in the human body, and it's associated with self-care, self-confidence, self-worth, personal self-esteem and willpower. So in the earth itself, it's believed to govern the same qualities, but on a global scale. Awesome. Influencing wisdom, power, decisiveness. And it also easily connects to the imposing rocks of Uluru and Katajuta that rise, like I say, out of nowhere in the middle of the desert. But they do sit about 31 miles apart, but there's nothing else around at all, just desert. And here's these two, the red rock is Uluru. You would have seen that for sure. But to see that is just absolutely mind-blowing, the size of these things. Some believe the chakra is located on the female dragon ley line, which is sought to connect Lake Titicaca and Uluru. Get that? Oh, it's just too much for my mind. The Aboriginal people and the original Aboriginal people
have long considered Uluru a sacred site, and their long and deep connection to the land further reinforces the spiritual significance of this area. Yes, of course, I am reading some things here. I can't remember everything. That's just my mind. Uluru is considered extremely sacred and has earned the status of World Heritage Site, and it's said to have great energy that can re-energize and help a person reach their higher self. Oh, that's awesome. So the Uluru's history is actually carved in the rock face itself. And you can see the stories of creation and the local legends, and it details all the history of the Aboriginals for the last, get this, 600 million friggin' years. Oosh! Of its existence. 600 million years! So it's easy to believe, man, that this is a sacred site in this area of Australia. Absolutely awesome. So the corresponding planet for this sexy beast, which is wonderful, and it's obvious really because it's yellow, the sun. Oh, I love the sun. So next we come to the heart chakra, the fourth chakra. A lovely, beautiful chakra. Anahata is the Sanskrit name for the heart chakra. Some of the most common spiritual and mysterious destinations of the world are here, and it is in Glastonbury, Shaftesbury, and some also believe Stonehenge is included in this area, creating the heart chakra of the world. I mean, come on, it's not a surprise, is it? Glastonbury, our own Glastonbury. And one day I will give you my theory on the magic of this planet, of this Great Britain. I'm telling you now, I've worked something out, I'm sure, about this little island. But anyway, I digress yet again. Tangent, that's what it's about. So yes, Glastonbury, Shaftesbury and Stonehenge. And again, as I say, some of these are the most common, lovely, spiritual, mysterious destinations in the world because of the mega high vibrations within them. And they apparently awaken and revitalise visitors. Well, I've been to Glastonbury town myself many a time, so I can definitely say that's true. So Glastonbury, Shaftesbury and Stonehenge, believed to be this corresponding location on Earth. Stonehenge has a history of being rather mystical and mythical in its own groovy way, and is associated with being a place of compassion and healing. Our human heart chakras are about the same sort of thing, obviously. Emotions of love for yourself, love for others, forgiveness of self and others, compassion, kindness, many other things like that, especially vulnerability, integrity and strength. It's also to do with balance in the heart energy, giving and receiving, forgiving yourself as well as others, finding peace within your heart as well, balance. So to forgive others and not yourself, or the other way around, would lead to bitterness, resentment, and many unpleasant other lower vibrational energies within you. So you have to get these cleared with energy work, and balance is then restored. But going to these places as well will provide some wonderful clearance of energy, because you will be open to the energy, because that's why you'll be going. So you'll be there purposefully, wanting to clear, wanting to gain fantastic pure energy from Mother Earth, really. This lovely sacred sites in Glastonbury, many I've been to also, but Glastonbury Abbey, the Tor, the Chalice Well, for example, so wonderfully calming and serene, beautiful place to just sit and chill, contemplate life and just yourself, especially if you've had a gummy or 5, that's fantastic. Yeah, great days. So that's really cool. So you should definitely pay Glastonbury a visit. Obviously, not the concert we're talking about, not the festival, the town centre, which is only small, but it's powerful. It is very powerful. And everyone I ever speak to has such a cool, crazy experience there. I myself have had many. So with Shaftesbury, I do confess I knew jack shit about this gorgeous looking town. So I had a little look. Sounds gorgeous, and it's believed to be the two towns of Glastonbury and Shaftesbury are part of a longer energy network, you see. Shaftesbury Abbey has got historical significance and founded by King Alfred, and also the presence of St. Edward the Martyr's relics there have made it a site of pilgrimage, and spiritual significance, so contributing towards the town's spiritual aura. Ooh, that's lovely, isn't it? Together, Glastonbury and Shaftesbury form a potent energy centre that resonates with love, compassion, healing and unity. Oh, God, that's my type of place, man. So you add Stonehenge to the mysterious groovy mix, and you've got quite a strong mother of an earth heart chakra there, baby. Woo! So the corresponding planet of the beautiful heart chakra is the moon. Next, we have the throat chakra, the fifth chakra. So it is situated on Earth at the pyramids of Giza, Mount Sinai in Egypt, and the Mount of Olives in Jerusalem in Israel. Oh, those pyramids. Woo! I think I'll have to do a separate podcast on those because I have always been fascinated by the pyramids, and especially relating to my favourite scientist of all time, Nikola Tesla, and the work he did. But I'm not going to go into that right now. It's just giving me ideas as I speak. So let's have a little look. The ancient Egyptian pyramids, man, the mysticism associated with this, the stars and the planets that align and all of that occurs, the pyramids alone are worthy of their own podcast. So I am going to do a separate one on the pyramids. That will be soon. I'm just going to keep going with these now. Now I feel like I've broken through some major healing action. Just got to keep going. So anyway, I digress. These three locations is believed to be major energy centers corresponding to the throat chakra's function of communication and self-expression. Things like, this got me actually, the unrest, say, in the Middle East or even Gaza now, all of that, which has been going on and on for time, is sometimes linked and regarded to be linked to the throat chakra, viewed as the cries of the mother. Oh, that breaks my heart, man. The cries of Mother Earth. That just rings true to me. It's awful. But the pyramids themselves are magical. So let's look at the magic of these things. I'm not going to go down. See how that brought me down then? See? Yeah, don't like unrest. Don't like things like that. Just want loads of peace everywhere. So that's what we're aiming for. But the pyramids themselves, the placement of how Earth aligns with particular star configurations, including Orion, doing the 8-8 Lionsgate portal, for example. There's so many lineups, configurations with the placement of the pyramids and the stars in the sky. There is no such thing as coincidence. Everything is on purpose. So I'm very happy that is definitely going on there. Let's have a little look as well. So the other locations are in the Bible associated with ancient history. So the pyramids of Egypt are unique in this. This isn't a spot for ley lines, guys, intersecting or anything, but it is one of Earth's major energy centers, major energy vortexes or vortices. So that's fascinating in itself. Stargates, things like that. So absolutely, that's no doubt in my mind. I need to do a podcast on the pyramids. Oosh. The second place, Mount Sinai in Egypt, is connected by its ancient religious and historical narratives. That's where Moses received the Ten Commandments. So the historical significance of that is seen by some as contributing to the mountain's energetic power, a connection to the throat chakra as well. And the Mount of Olives in Jerusalem is the third site connected to the throat chakra energy center. It holds deep significance with historical and spiritualness as well, being a place where pilgrims go, and there's prayer and remembrance, and there's key events in religious narratives as well that make it part of the site. So who am I to argue? I need to look into that a little bit more. But the planet associated with the throat chakra is Mercury. Next, not least, sixth chakra, the third eye chakra, your ajna. This is beautiful. We're going super spiritual now. Inner guidance, intuition, your insight, your connection to your psychic and spiritual realms, plus other things I shall discuss in the other podcast. But it's a magical and mystical chakra, which is denoted by the colour purple or deep indigo. Absolutely gorgeous. So the third eye chakra of the world is actually not stable, it's floating. It's a floating, movable chakra. Can you believe that? And you know where it's currently located? Yes, I'm going to tell you. It is located Glastonbury at the moment. Fuck off! Can you believe it? Glastonbury. So you've got the heart chakra, Glastonbury, and at the moment, the third eye chakra of the world is also in Glastonbury, and obviously Shaftesbury and Stonehenge. So holy shit, how cool is that? And it's also known apparently as the Eon Activation Centre. I love that. Its location moves in accordance with Earth's astrological shifts. So about every 2,100 plus years around that. And Brazil is apparently being predicted as the next destination in the distant future as we will move into the age of Capricorn because we're now in the age of Aquarius. How super picking cool. So Glastonbury, double whammy for Glastonbury right now. And the planet associated with the third eye is Saturn. And last but not least, we have the beautiful crown chakra, which is located in Mount Kailash in Tibet. Of course it is. Somewhere else I'm extremely drawn to go in is Tibet. I've wanted to go for years and I will go as well. But this awesome, extremely spiritual, revered and wondrous Mount Kailash in Tibet is the crown chakra of the world. How wonderful is that? The mountain is so respected and revered by the indigenous people that there's long been a limit of how high climbers and visitors who are climbing up it can go because the peak is said to touch heaven. But apparently now, and I only learnt this, I was watching a program on Tibet recently, funny enough, that no climbing is permitted at the moment on Mount Kailash, and maybe that will be forever because A, they don't want the mountain destroyed in any way, shape or form with constant walkers and even litter. If you've seen that shit on Everest, not impressed, and things like that. But because it's so protected and magical, it's a magical place known as the roof of the world and one of the most sacred mountains in the Himalayas. So I absolutely get it and completely respect the people's decision that they don't want anyone going up there. It's that revered and thought of that highly. So this towering mountain has deep meaning, not only for Tibetans, but other religions as well, such as Buddhism and Hinduism. It makes sense then that the location of Earth's crown chakra is so grand and is such a spiritual and magnificent area, as well as being a powerful centre of energy and a gateway to higher consciousness and spiritual realms. Oh, beautiful. So our crown chakra sits just on the top of our heads, over our heads. S.H.E, that's the name, it means 1,000 petals. Beautiful. And connects to the higher self, connection to the universe, enlightenment and spirit and the divine. So apparently a person can have a truly divine and deeply spiritual experience at Mount Kailash. Take me now, please. So the planet associated with the crown chakra is beautiful Jupiter. Oh, I do hope you enjoyed part one of the chakras of the earth as well. Fascinating. I'm loving doing research on that, so I need to do more in depth. But I didn't want to do like a 3-hour-long podcast. Who listens to those? I don't know. So I thought I'd keep it a bit shorter anyway, so I hope you enjoyed. So, as usual, let's do a little relaxing, short meditation just to chill us out and to calm us down. So if you're driving or anything or operating heavy machinery, please don't close your eyes unless you're really risky. No, don't do it. And excuse me, if you get yourself somewhere, can't believe I just burped then. Never mind. Sorry, shit happens. Please get yourself comfortable. Just get yourself comfortable wherever you're seated and just be somewhere, if you can, that's not going to disturb you. And just relax. And close your eyes. Just breathe normally. No pressure on yourself. Just breathe in normally.
but keeping your awareness on your breath. Feel it as it flows through your nostrils, and then as it flows on the exhale, either through your nose or through your mouth, whatever's good for you. Just relax those shoulders, allow them to drop. And allow yourself to relax into it even more, letting the muscles relax as well. And wherever you're holding tightness, just tell yourself you can relax it. Just relax, it's okay. So start to take some deeper breaths now, slower and longer. Filling your stomach as you're breathing in. Take the biggest breaths you can take, and then on the exhale, breathing out very slowly, gently, but breathe out every breath from your body. If your mind wanders, that's okay. Your mind is supposed to think. Just bring it back to the breath and focus on your breathing. In and out. Breathing in and out. Feeling the body relaxing even more now. Shoulders have dropped, feeling looser. Allowing the soothing music to wash over you. So we're going to take some nice, slow, deep breaths together. So breathe in and breathe out. And breathe in and breathe out. And breathe in and breathe out. Excellent. Just keep breathing gently and normally with no pressure. The music is soothing your nervous system. Let the sounds soothe. Let's take one long, last deep breath together, the longest breath you have taken all day. So do it in your own time. Breathe in, fill up the tummy, fill up your lungs, and slowly breathe out every inch of air from your body. Keep going till there's nothing left to breathe out. Excellent. Just breathe gently. And slowly, you can open your eyes, wiggle your toes and your fingers, and enjoy the rest of your day, evening, or whatever you're doing. I love you, man. I'll see you soon for part 2. Won't be long at all. Take care. So much love. You got this. Namaste.